Hello everyone and welcome to episode 9 of my devlog series. Jason here, and today we're going to be talking about weather. Last week we made it rain, and the plan for this video is to make it snow, along with a bunch of other improvements to make the system better. So without further ado, cue the intro. Alright, let's do this. So the first thing we need to do is in our struct we need to add some offsets because each individual weather is going to have a different offset. So we're just changing the code here just to accommodate for that. If you've seen the weather manager before in my previous video, not a whole lot has changed. I'm trying to do everything on camera so you guys don't miss a thing. On that note, I'd just like to take the time to mention that these videos do take a tremendous amount of work to do every week. I'm trying to keep up a consistent schedule and also align what I'm doing in the game to each video so you guys can see the process and hopefully give you a better understanding of what you're doing in your game. But yeah, so if you want to do me a favor, please like the video. Subscribe to my channel would be amazing. Share the video and ultimately, just comment and come and say hi because it would be awesome to see you guys. So I just in the video made a little particle effect that we're gonna a little sprite for our particle effect that we're gonna be using in just a second because we're gonna make the particle effect for the snow right now. I personally I'm a little bit intimidated by particle effects. I've watched many videos on how to do a whole bunch of different kinds of particle effects, and I think I'm starting to wrap my head around it. But I'm sure there are plenty of you out there that feel the same. They can be a bit scary. I think it's just all the different settings that you can change. I mean that's a good thing once you wrap your head around it, but I suppose when you first look at it, it's just so scary. But here we are making the little snow effect. And I want it to fall, but not fall straight down, so we're adding some noise. But yeah, really working out the kinks here. Because, as you can see, they're falling at all kinds of different rates. Honestly, the best advice I can give you when it comes to particle effects is just experiment, just play around. I was following a lot of particle effect tutorials and kind of following them like for like, but then not having a play by myself. And I think that really helped me kind of wrap my head around it, was just to go out on a limb and just do it myself. And yeah, I think I made quite a nice effect. I definitely I need to fix the collisions for the rain and the snow so that they actually collide with the right things and don't collide with things, because it does look a little bit funny right now to the keen observer. When you see it in the scene, you can kind of see the way that the particles interact with other game objects, and it's not quite the way I want it just yet. But we're coming to the end of it now, and it's looking pretty good. I'd actually just like to take a minute just to talk about you guys as well. If any of you out there are working on a game of your own, I'd really like to hear about it. Just to see what you guys are working on. I'm on Threads, obviously YouTube, and Instagram at the moment. I've just got a X account, or Twitter, whichever you want to call it. And also I'm planning on making a Discord page as well. So hopefully I can get that up and running soon. Back to the game though, so I'm just making the lists for each of the seasons. Obviously they're really basic at the moment. I've literally got the 2 weather effects, and I'm gonna add the snow to the season 1 just for testing. Just so it starts in spring and I can just test that all of that works like it should. So we've got one list for each season, and then these are going to be populated in the weather manager, which I've probably already shown. I wasn't really paying attention. and then we just add the prefabs into the lists that we want them to. So it just means that with each season, we've now got a list of weather that they can have, and it's really a really dynamic system and like easy to expand on as well. So we're going to come and make a few improvements now. So the first one is I want the rain to actually do something. I want it to actually rain and water my crops, basically. So what we're going to do is add a couple of variables to my weather manager. Also have like a public bool that returns whether or not it's raining based on the weather manager. Sorry, I got tangled up. And then on the advanced day, wait a minute, it's raining. Sorry, it's late in the morning and I just double checking my code. I think I changed this. Maybe. No, that's definitely still in there. That's good. That's solid. I go into the that was just straight up stealing the code just for that line. This line of code, that private void advanced day, all the ints and seasons, it's so annoying to write, so I just copy and paste. But yeah, so we're going to generate the weather on the advanced day. This took me a little while to figure out, but I got there in the end and I managed to make it work. I also like to point out that playtesting, like regularly, very regularly, especially as your game gets more complex, is very, very important. Like, I'll at this point that I'm at the moment, like, unless I know exactly that the code is going to work, I will literally write 1 or 2 lines of code, try that, and if it doesn't work, revert it back. It's critical thinking. That was funny. Just having all the effects play at once, just stacked on top of each other. So obviously what we're going to do now is we're going to fix that and we're going to clear the weather. I don't use it in a separate function in the end. As you'll see in a little while, I change it. You know what? I leave this all in for you guys to watch, not just for extra length for video. Obviously I want to be clear and concise, but I also think it's very important to kind of see the process and see it unfold, because you can see the pitfalls that I kind of experienced trying to wrap my head around these things. So trying to destroy the weather prefab, it's like I knew what I wanted to do, but I wasn't sure exactly how to write it. So I was really, really trying to figure this one out. Luckily, my good old friend ChatGPT came to the rescue, and here we are, clearing it up and fixing it, getting rid of all this. Destroy. I'm just trying to remember if I keep this. I must do, because it's near the end of the code. Getting that is raining boom, and then we just clear the weather in the beginning, and it's just as easy as that. But yeah, sorry for I feel like the videos I put a lot of effort into the actual videos. So a lot of thought goes into that, but the actual audio, because I'm just so nervous on camera, and I find that if I don't ramble and I try and be professional and concise and to the point, I end up having to re-record audio time and time again because it doesn't feel natural and it doesn't sound right. I mix up my words. But if I get into kind of like a flow like this where I'm just chatting, I feel a lot more at ease. So I tend not to get so flustered. But then that turns into rambling, and that's not why you're here. You're here to see the code. So right now, it's working. And what we're going to do is, if you pay attention to the top right, we're going to hoe. That's important. So hoe in the ground, and it's watered on a rainy day, which is nice. And then we're going to advance the day. Ta-da! And then we're going to advance the day. And it's watered on a rainy day, which is nice. And then we're going to advance the day. And it's watered on a rainy day, which is nice. And then we're going to advance the day. And it's watered on a rainy day, which is nice. And then we're going to advance the day. And it's watered on a rainy day, which is nice. And then we're going to advance the day. And it's watered on a rainy day, which is nice. And then we're going to advance the day. And it's watered on a rainy day, which is nice. And then we're going to advance the day. And it's watered on a rainy day, which is nice. And then we're going to advance the day. And it's watered on a rainy day, which is nice. And then we're going to advance the day. And it's watered on a rainy day, which is nice. And then we're going to advance the day. And it's watered on a rainy day, which is nice. And then we're going to advance the day. And it's watered on a rainy day, which is nice. And then we're going to advance the day. And it's watered on a rainy day, which is nice. And then we're going to advance the day. And it's and notice the crops aren't watered anymore, and obviously the weather changed. So it's perfect, exactly what we wanted. So thanks for watching, guys. You have a great day, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!